Okay, this is chapter 8, and this is going to be the video over 8.0 and 8.1, simplifying radicals and the Pythagorean theorem. Okay, so on page 2 we have simplifying radicals. So the first thing you need to know is the perfect squares. So we're just going to take 1 times 1, which is 1. 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 3 is 9. 4 times 4 is 16. 5 times 5 is 25. 6 times 6, 36, and so on. So we're just multiplying these numbers together so we can have a nice list of all of the perfect squares. And that's 196 and 225. Okay, so that is all of perfect squares, which we are going to use when we simplify radicals. So we're going to start by simplifying these radicals. So we've got the square root of 20, and what we need to do is find two numbers that multiply to 20, and one of those numbers needs to be on this list, and so that's going to be 4. So if we take 4 times 5, that gets us back to 20, and so we split that up into their own radicals, and so the square root of 4 becomes 2, and the square root of 5 stays square root of 5. Okay, so we're going to do that with the square root of 27. We're going to find two numbers that multiply to 27, and one of them needs to be on this list. So we're going to use 9 and 3, and then split them up into their own square root. And so the square root of 9 becomes 3, and the square root of 3 is square root of 3. Okay, then we have the square root of 80. So we have two numbers. So we're going to use 16 and 5. So again, one of those numbers has to be on the list to work. So then you split them up. The square root of 16 becomes 4, and the square root of 5 is square root of 5. Okay, and then we have square root of 98. So square root of 98. So if you're not sure, you can use your calculator to guess and check until you get one that works out as a whole number. So we're going to use 49 and 2. So the square root of 49 becomes 7, and square root of 2 stays square root of 2. Okay, and then for the last one, we have 2 square root of 50. The only difference with this one is we're going to have this 2 that we bring with us while we simplify square root of 50. So we're going to use 25 and 2 for the square root of 50. So then the square root of 25 becomes 5, and square root of 2 just stays square root of 2. So then we have 10 square root of 2. Okay, and then now we're going to do that same concept, but with multiplying radicals. So what we're going to do is take two radicals that are being multiplied, and we're going to multiply those two numbers together to get a different number, and then simplify it from there. So we've got square root of 2 times square root of 6, so we get square root of 12. And now we're going to do the same process that we did up here. So the two numbers we're going to use for 12, one of them has to be on our perfect squares list, so we're going to use 4 and 3. And then separate them into their own radical. So the square root of 4 is 2, and square root of 3 is square root of 3. 8 times 6 is square root of 48. And so we can guess and check until we figure out what we can divide out of 48. We could use 4 and 12, but there might be something larger. So we want to use the largest perfect square we can, which is going to be 16. So we're going to use 16 times 3. So the square root of 16 equals 4, and square root of 3 stays square root of 3. Okay, then we have 45 and 2, so that is going to equal the square root of 90. So using our perfect squares list, I'm going to use 49, or sorry, not 49. I'm going to use 9 and 10. So the square root of 9 becomes 3, and square root of 10 stays square root of 10. Okay, then we have 6 times 16. Now, I do want to point out that the square root of 16 equals 4. So we really don't need to do all these steps. We can just write 4 square root of 6 and be done with that one. So if you have a perfect square to start, just go ahead and simplify that and then pull out the square root. Okay, 10 times 5, we get 50. So we want to use 25 and 2. So the square root of 25 becomes 5, and square root of 2 is 2. Okay, in this last one, we have a couple coefficients. So we're going to multiply the 5 and 2 together and get 10. And then the 3 and 6 become the square root of 18. So then the square root of 18 is going to be 10. We're going to bring that 10 and then do 9 times 2 under the square root. And then separate them. So then we have 10 times 3 times square root of 2. So we have 30 square root of 2.